everyone, thank you for joining me. My name is Nick and we're going to be playing a game that always used to baffle me as a kid. It's Interphase on the Commodore Amiga, published by the Imageworks in 1989. It's a 3D polygon game, a puzzle game, also come out on the Atari ST and DOS. You could call it, I suppose, an early first-person shooter where you play the part of Chad. There he is, and he's entered a virtual reality place, going down this corridor, controlling it with the mouse, and we must get in because this evil corporation are making people go crazy by stealing their minds. So here we go. So a little bit of inertia here. Very, very tricky with the mouse. This is the bit I remember the most as a kid. Then it gets in the game, it gets a bit, well, a little bit unfathomable. But we're in a 3D virtual cyberpunk world and we must destroy everyone, I think. So here we go. Did you have this game back in the day? Let me know. Did you complete it? I never got off level 1. So here we go. So you've entered the first sort of like place. We are on a mission here to find, I believe, an exit. We can shoot stuff. Right, so there's the map. I haven't got any instructions of this game, as I did back in the day as a kid, so I probably won't get off level 1, but I thought we'd at least see it in terms of nostalgia. If you did complete the game, let me know. When you first enter the stage, you've got a little bit of inertia, the ship's moving, and then it seems to gradually stop. So I don't know quite how you propel it. Maybe you go up through those squares in the ceiling or the floor. Lots of 3D objects here. Now here's the message we've received. See, I told you, there's an electrically sealed door we must somehow find. Now, another game I seem to remember as a kid is Cybercom 3, which hopefully I can get that to work at some point. That was 3D polygons as well. I do know a cheat for this game at the end, which isn't really a cheat to helping you at all. If you type in the word Fenny at any point, it goes to a place where you can see all of the 3D objects in the game. You can cycle through them, so we'll at least have a go at that. It seems to be well coded, but, you know, it's just a little bit ungainly. You just don't know what's going on. Although we do need to find an exit. There's something firing at us. Do we need to fire that? I don't know. On the bottom left there's a scanner, which we can sort of like see the one craft there that keeps going around us. The buttons we've got on message, which we've clicked on. There's docking. I think that stands for docking. You click on something and you can dock with something. Track is tracking, the map, and then there's a missile on the right. By pressing spacebar you can cycle through to all those, well, between the flying and the 2D bits, the graphics at the bottom, the buttons. You know what I mean, don't you? So yeah, I've held back reviewing this for quite a while because I really don't know what's going on. But if we're going to look at everything in terms of history, we have to look at Interphase as well. Now, I had this on a disc that with a couple of other games. I can't remember if it was IK Plus or Stunt Car Racer. Might have been with Snake Pit as well. So it's probably a copy I borrowed off one of my mates, I presume. That's not blowing up, whatever that is. So we need to find a door somewhere. What's that? Can we destroy that? It's a green thing. Yes. Now, as I say, you can go through those squares in the ceiling and the floor. Whether that'll give us a bit of extra speed, but we seem to have run out of power. We don't seem to be moving too much. I'm pressing a lot of things on the keyboard and the mouse as well. We might have to go out and in again because I've probably done this wrong. So, limited colours actually on the screen. You've got red, green and blue and white. So it's a good example of a polygon 3D game. It would have wowed someone into that sort of degree. But as a game in itself, I'm not really getting a lot out of it. I feel like I'm at some sort of weird club and I'm looking at my watch thinking, is it too early for me to go? And I look at my watch and it is maybe a little bit early. And I've hit a button now and I've gone into a spin. I don't know how I'm going to correct this. Let's press a few other things. Yeah, I might have to exit and come back out again, folks, because I don't know what the hell is going on. Interphase. Yes. We got a problem, Houston. Yeah, I shouldn't have turned off my targeting computer as Luke Skywalker did. So yes, so let's just recap. You are Chad. You're infiltrating the Dream Track Corporation because they're using a virtual system to destroy people's minds. And you got to put a stop to it, although I do feel at the moment that my mind is pretty much destroyed. She drives me crazy. Fine Young Cannibals. They've nicked the backtrack off that. Right, so let's get through here again. Oh dear. Now you see your energy in the top right there with that bar going down because I keep hitting into the walls. Zip through here now. Did you have this game as a kid? How did you get on with it? Or did you, just like me, play it a few times, were totally bewildered by it, and never played it again, and then 30 odd years has gone past, and now you're seeing it again and thinking, oh my god, what's going on with that game? Yeah, I think it's probably going to be the second one, isn't it, at the first one. So this airlock will now open. We're now into the world. That was a cool effect. So we've got a bit of inertia here. The ship's still moving forward, but it will gradually come to a standstill. I don't know what all these things are. I think as soon as you come to a standstill, I think it's Doomsville. You need to keep the momentum by going up and down and stuff. Oh, something's firing at us. There's a proximity alert. I think that flashing yellow square on the bottom left, I think that's what that is. We reviewed quite a few Amiga games, so we're going to come up to more obscure ones as we go through. Still a few big ones we haven't come to yet, probably because I couldn't get them working on the emulator. Let's fly around here. Whoops. Now this channel is just for fun. It's never walkthroughs or anything like that. So when I get comments about the screen or looking weird or whatever like that, it's just about having a bit of a laugh and kicking back. It's to relieve stress. It's not a technical channel by any means. We're just playing it for laughs, folks. There's a Catherine wheel in the distance there. I think most people understand it, don't they, really? Yes. Kaboom, kasplat. Again, I'm not making too much progress here. I'm playing like someone who doesn't know what they're doing. And the reason behind that is I don't know what I'm doing. I think a few people might have completed this game. How many different levels were there? Did it vary quite a bit? It's the sort of thing, as a kid, if you do get involved with it, it will actually capture your brain for a while. I think no matter how many of these ships we destroy, they're going to keep generating a new one, so that's no way forward. As it then turns into lots of white spheres. What a strange game this is. It's a weirdo game. A good example, though, of what the Amiga could do in terms of animation polygons. What lovely polygons. I just about said that. Another good game we haven't reviewed yet, which uses polygons quite a lot for space battles, is Frontier Elite 2. Now, that game is quite epic, but it is quite involved, so that would be a very long review, I would have thought. I don't think you could keep that to 10 minutes, because there's just so much to do. That game, you take the role of either the Empire or the Rebellion, although you can flip between the two, and you do certain missions, collect ore in space battles to try and go up the ranks of both the Empire and the Rebellion. But you can play both off against each other. It's quite good, right? Someone's playing the banjo. We've got a tracking device on this ship, which means we can follow it. So we've got a tow. I think that's what that means. I think we've lost the tow, have we? I thought we was being pulled along there, so we've got a bit of speed there. Perhaps that's something to do. Docking he was on. I thought he was on track, he was on docking, right. It might be time for a sometimes later in a minute, because I'm just drifting around like a ship that's lost its engine. Right, let's see if we can spot anything else that's obvious here. Yeah, you've got unlimited weapons, so you're never going to run out of energy. It's just your power bar on the top right. If that goes to 0, the ship will explode into like those round circles, which we all know. They did like spheres in this, didn't they? So they like spheres, triangles, as squares. That's pretty much it that's making up the whole screen. Would have been interesting to see how they made this game, whether they actually made it on the Amiga or it's made on a PC and ported over. But it is quite clever. There's a lot of maths going on to calculate this for a time of 1989. But for me, it just long term, it's not really going to hold my interest. I'm a little bit in awe of it, as if something's going on which I'm unaware of. So a 3D shooter and puzzle game. You must explore it. You must work out certain puzzles to do what to hit and when. And I need a few clues. I need at least a book telling me what to do. Yeah, so all this woman's telling us, it really is, if there is a woman, is there's an electrical sealed door. You'll have to open it for me. Right, well, where is it? I don't know where it is. Where is the door? Yeah. I can't see it. So I'm the red dot, I presume. Haven't made too much progress here. The map is quite big. Always read the print. Right, okay. This is a blueprint of level 1, which I'm sure you've noticed because it actually says blueprint of level 1. Yeah. It's not obvious, folks, is it, what to do? We're into the editor, so we won't be playing any more of this, but let's just see, have a quick look at all the objects in the game. As I say, to access this at any point during the game, type in Fenny, F-E-N-N-Y, and it will actually bring this up so you can cycle through. And this bit's probably going to be as exciting as the game. So let's quickly go through these. See what we were missing, what other stuff we could potentially find, so at least we know what the graphics are. Hooray! Right, so that's a cube. It's like living in the future, this, isn't it? 1989, there's a triangle. I think we might have seen that. There's a blue triangle thing. There's that. A square with a grey sphere on the top. I hope I'm not blowing your mind with these graphics here. But it's a nice thing they put in the game. Well, that's some kind of spaceship. That looks quite cool. Or is it a penguin? There's that thing. What's that? Probe, does that say? A couple of ships. Yeah, that's the thing we kept blowing up, wasn't it, actually, in the game? Like the cloud car from Cloud City. Yeah, I don't know. It needs a bit of a paint job underneath there, I would have thought. Right, I thought it had broken then. Time's ticking up how long we've been looking at the shapes. Is that right? That's a bit weird. So there's a white one, there's a red one later on. That does look quite nice. I'd like to fly that, really, in the future if it becomes available. I'm not sure it will do. There's this green, whatever that is. I don't know what that is. It's breaking up a bit as we rotate it round. Some sort of tunnel thing. This is the weirdest Tetris game ever. Green star, that's... yeah, well, green one side, red the other. Blue thing, dumbbell. That large thing. Teapot. Car. With small wheels. Car with big wheels. Dalek man. That does look like a Dalek. And that was the exit, wasn't it? The entrance. Yes. Satellite, bird. So there's quite a few objects in this. Missile. I'm making up these names now. Crazy starfish creature. Red ball machine. Green juggler man. Catherine wheel. Radar dish of doom. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Trouser press. We won't dwell on that. Helicopter bloke. That's the best thing in it, I think. Is that an alien? Weird frobby thing. Interesting. Well, that's interesting. That's some sort of generator device. We saw that. We flew over there. Spaceship pad takeoff. That's huge, that thing. Can't even fit it on the screen. Is there a zoom out function? No. Yeah, it's just a ship taking off from a spaceship. Some sort of cat's cradle. Blue thing. Madness. And the disc again. Okay, so hope you liked having a look at that game. I still don't know after all these years completely what's going on, but that was Interphase on the Commodore Amiga, published by the Imageworks in 1989. Thanks for watching that one as always. Got any comments about this game, Polygon games, anything retro or anything at all, then please put that below. A huge thank you to everyone that's subscribed so far. It's a big help to the channel. If you haven't already and you're liking what you're seeing, please consider subscribing because it really helps the numbers. If you want to help a bit more, there's always patreon.com/njenkin. Every bit really does help. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.